CNN just handed Katie Miller one of the most embarrassing reality checks I've seen on live TV, and honestly, she walked right into it. Katie Miller, yes, that Katie Miller, wife of Stephen Miller, went on CNN trying to defend the Trump administration's drug boat strikes in the Caribbean. You know, the same strikes that have killed more than 80 people since September, without a single confirmed case of drugs on these boats. She smugly tried to challenge Bakari Sellers to cite the statute that says these strikes are illegal, and Sellers looked at her like, ma'am, it's literally called the Due Process Clause. Then he hit her with the question the administration refuses to answer. Can you point to one boat that actually had drugs on it? And Katie had nothing. Because nobody can. Because even the Pentagon admits Hegseth didn't know who was on these boats. CNN reminded her of the facts. 2 Trinidadian fishermen killed. A Colombian man missing after another strike. No proof any of these people were traffickers. Fentanyl doesn't even come from Venezuela. And a U.S. official saying these strikes are probably killing low-level smugglers or innocent fishermen. Katie then tried to compare the fishermen to Al-Qaeda, and Sellers hit her again. Name one person killed in these strikes compared to Al-Qaeda. Go ahead. Silence. She could not name a single one. Because here's the reality. The Trump administration launches missiles at boats without knowing who was on them, without evidence of drugs, and without due process. Even U.S. allies have stopped sharing intel because they think these strikes violate international law. And while all of this is unfolding, Pete Hegseth is online bragging we've only just begun to kill narco-terrorists. Except they can't prove the people they killed were narco anything. This is not strength. This is not strategy. This is reckless, lawless, and dangerous. And Katie Miller went on national TV and somehow made it look even worse.
Bakari said. He said that those orders that were given of the drug boats in Venezuela were illegal. Can you cite those statutes, please?
Yes, because it's actually called the Due Process Clause of the United States of America. Because can you point to one of those boats that actually had drugs on them? Do you know that? Do you know about the Trinidadians who were killed innocently, who were just fishermen? Can you actually kill those fishermen without due process? So the answer to the question is yes. I can cite the Constitution, just as Scott did.
If you go and say that those were members of Al-Qaeda or ISIS coming to our shores with enough drugs or enough ammunition to kill 100,000 Americans, wouldn't you expect our commander-in-chief to take action to stop that? That's what's happening here. That is what's happened, by the way. That's what happens in every war zone, whether you go to Iraq, Afghanistan, Iran, Somalia. Go there. Let's talk about it.
Give me one name of one individual that you can compare to Al-Qaeda coming through that had enough fentanyl to kill all these Americans. Can you name one?
Let's go to what these drug boats are talking about, which is that we are actively ensuring that the war on drugs that we've been doing for 50 years, which has not worked one single day.
Yeah, we can agree on that.